Oh, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers of Isoko TV. So I'm just bringing you back again to remind you that Consolation English Club is in the house. So today they brought you a very hot debate, which is it good being a jack of trades? I know we have got a lot of questions. What is a jack of trades? So this you know more. What is a jack of trades? Entering this debate. Remember, this is a BT voice.
Jordan Banks is back again. So I'm right here once more time for the Be the Voice Bear. We have a debate around there on the table in the building that we just want to work on. So we just want to work on jack of all trades. So I do support the jack of trade bear. We have people here, they don't support this bear. I do support. That's why I just want to say more about jack of all trade. First, we have to understand what is jack of all trade. First, we have a jack. We have a jack. When we hear jack, when we refer to the topic or something that I just want to tell people, when we say jack, in the general means man or man. But we have a trade too. When we say trade, we have something like a business. It's a business that we do. But when we say jack of all trade, we want to mean someone who is competent. I want to underline here. I want to show people to understand more that this one is competent. But of course, is excel and no one else them. But still he knows many things, but not master. Because we got master, of course. Here, I know we know that. We got master, and we have jack of all trade. So this one knows better, but doesn't know much better. That's what people here are going to try to confuse those two words around here. But I just only want to show people that jack of all trades is competent too and can have a chance of getting a lot of different jobs because he knows many things, In short is this. So I hope the people too, they have something to say about this.
No. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, viewers of Isoko TV, this is a Richard. Come and reach if you want. So, yes, as I told you, the topic on the table is a jack of trade. Being a jack of trade is good or bad. I'm saying it is bad. So, I've been taking the time listening to what is being said. Real, I'm telling you, that's a zero. First of all, we understand the competence. Jack of trade is not a competent person. You need to understand this. Jack of trade is not a competent person. He knows a little. He cannot master any of the things, man. So you want to tell me that you support being a jack of trade? Let's say you got no experience, first of all. Your experience, we cannot even just consider experience. There's zero experience. Yes, you can try. But calling it a trial, man, what do you call a trial? The trial is not a completed work you can do. Now, you are a jack of trade. They give you a job, man. They give you a job just to do it. You can't do the job properly because you don't know how to do it. You only got some points of the job, but you don't know how to do the job. That's what I'm saying. Being a jack of trade, man, this will take you to jail. Trust me. I'm telling you, this will take you to jail.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is John Michael Kizito, if you like, because that's the name that I found is the easiest one.
Come on,
than John Michael. Yeah, a lot of people are used to the name Kizito. Okay, the topic on the ground is just being a jack of all trades. I'm really against that. Because before I support it, and I cannot support it at all. I simply have to find out what the meaning of jack of all the trades.
Yeah.
Right? So, because when we talk of jack of all the trades, it simply means that, my friend, I'm very surprised to hear you just saying that you're really for the idea of, being a jack of all the trades. If you can refer to the meaning of it, a jack of all the trades simply means a person who has got a multitude, little knowledge about multitude tasks.
Yeah.
About a lot of stuff.
You're right.
That unfortunately, there is a word which comes into intervention, lack of competence.
Yeah.
Right? Lack of competence. You see, he's a person who knows a lot of stuff, but who's not specialized, who does not master anything.
Yeah.
It has got a lot of disadvantage. That's why, in most of cases, we called up on really pursuing going further into education to see if you can do something that you're really sure of. So many companies now they look for experiences. So many companies now they look for a master. You see that when you're really employed as a master of something, even the payment is a little bit higher.
Yeah.
You see that. Trust is really there to the employees. You see that. A lot of factors to put into place to really stand against that statement. Master of one thing. That's why you see building collapse. You see that. That's why you see a lot of the students there. Nowadays when they come out of the schools, they really do nothing. Why? Because they're being taught by people who don't master what they're teaching those kids. So would rather call upon you guys go further and it's the master of one career.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy because you said be master of one career. I want to focus on that, but I will come back after this one.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Man,
So,
we're ready for that.
I just am called Alvin. Alvin is my name. Then so here just talking about being jack of all trades. Then so is it real good or bad? Then so just on my behalf I just support it. Being jack of all trades it helps. The reason why I'm telling you because I know it helps, right? So I have a little experience about being jack of all trades.
You want to say it helps?
So yep, because I've experienced the through that and being jack of all trades. Then suppose that for example, electricity, welding.
You know electricity.
Yeah, that's
no
example. Those are
qualification.
examples that I'm
Of
telling
course,
you,
of course,
right?
yeah.
So most of time now we don't base on degrees. We base on practice. So most of time then people just are coming and saying, hey, we need your degrees. But if you try to read the definition, the real definition of jack of all trades, it doesn't show that you don't know anything, but it shows that you have at least 50% of
my
what
God.
you are doing.
You don't know what you're
So
talking about.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
we have
Yes, of
to
course.
understand exactly that we're not created just to be specialists of everything, right? But we are created just to help each other, right? If I know electricity, I know welding. That's the reason why even at the hospital there are general doctors. So there are doctors who just are caring people when they're coming, then they have medicine. They care, and then later they send you.
Jamie is an owner of a certain video production studio. You know, he said, "Be the master of one craft, but know how to do other kind of jobs." You know. But the most of people who are specialists or who are master of one craft, they only want to do their own career. They don't want to learn about something else. You know, this is the problem that people are getting. You see that?
Mr. Golden, listen to me. There is one thing that I can understand as a confusion is coming into here, right? You confusing our educational skills and the social skills.
That's a
right?
problem.
That why it really brings something like confusions.
Yeah.
Here we're not talking about degrees, we're not talking about educational masteries or things like that, all right? Because when we talk of jack of all the trades, as you understand per definitions, you've been better, you've made it right. To say that is a person who knows a lot of stuff, and through the examples you're giving, you're saying that is that a master of all the trades is referred to as a generalist, as you said. All right?
Yeah.
Man, if you are very much optimistic that being jack of all the trades is really good, all right? Having 50% as he says, having 50% in all the stuff, you agree that it's a good thing. Why can't you understand that it's better to be a master, to have 100% in a career?
So can I give a feedback? Can I give a feedback?
I want to.
Yeah,
No. In a second in you.
Say I want to take
in a second in you. Okay, see, no, I've been just listening to this man carefully. What he's been saying about 15%.
Yep.
When you have 15%, but you've been going wrong, man. You cannot even have 15% when you are jack of trade. No, you are listening to that.
You cannot.
Because jack of trade means you can maneuver. You know, you can maneuver, but you cannot finish the work. This is why there's a problem of electrocution. As he said, corruption of buildings. Because people calling themselves specialists, capable to do something they cannot handle. They get a job. You spoke about electricity. You know how many houses being just undergoing fire because of the problem of jack of trade?
Let me talk a bit about that.
You don't have qualifications. You cannot master that.
Okay, let me talk about
No,
that. So
we're not talking about qualifications here.
No, I'm talking about having full knowledge of what you're going to do.
So
because a jack of trade doesn't have that.
I want to prove you wrong. I want to
No,
prove you
man,
wrong.
you can't.
I want to prove you wrong.
This is
You
what
wanna see
comes.
that.
This is what comes. Then, so we understand that being versatile really helps for you. But we have to
Absolutely. Be
understand
versatile, man.
before being versatile, right? We have to be jack of all trades.
course, man.
Because
Of course.
why?
No.
When you are jack of all
that's a
trades,
good way to
it
put it.
helps you
That's a really
something,
good way to
right? So it helps you something that you could not afford. For example, I started about IT, right? But I knew before studying IT, I knew electricity, right? I knew welding.
No, you did
right?
not know that,
Okay.
man. You had the knowledge about it.
I knew because I don't have a degree,
You
right? And I can make
Man.
anything that you can tell me in welding, I can make it. If you give me a house, hey, install this house, I can make it, right? But nobody taught me that. I made it.
Nobody taught you that.
Yeah, nobody taught me that. I made it by my own.
No,
right?
you're wrong.
So, but if you come in IT now,
You're wrong.
because when I finished my university, then I could not just keep on following IT. Why? Because equipment was not enough, right? So I missed a place where I can keep on just practicing. But when I came back, as in my normal life, it helps me because I didn't focus for what I have studied, but I focus on what I know, what I used to practice, right? So this is what made my life till now, still surviving till now, right? So I understand that we can maneuver, we can deal with different things, but you can call it maneuver, but if it helps you and you don't make wrong things in something that you are doing, this is not maneuvering, I hope.
So you,
Right?
you should wait
You
until
know-
a building collapses, until houses get set into fire, for you to say that you're doing something wrong.
You know, Mike. You know,
what,
Mike.
Mr. Golden,
You know what is the problem?
what's the problem?
You know, the problem is that, you know, when we try to see the community in which we live, you know, people are getting some troubles because they just want to focus on their career. Though, it doesn't mean that whether you get a career and you need to have a job when you try to refer to the career that you have or the degree that you have. And when I'm saying in general, it doesn't mean that I'm trying to focus on degree. Now I'm not focused on degree, but I'm focused on how many things somebody knows. Because when you know more than one or two things, you generate. You see that?
Mr. Golden.
That's what I'm saying there. I'm not focusing on degree.
Yes, I have a question there. Here, we're not talking about degrees or
Yeah, of course, I'm not
masters
there.
as people may
Yeah.
understand out there.
Yeah.
You may think that we're talking about degrees and masters.
No, we especially
Or
practice.
This
That's
gen-
what we're talking
yes,
about.
Yeah, of
this
course.
gentleman here has said, before becoming a master of something, you must first of all be a jack of all the trades. That's what I told you.
Yeah, which
that-
is a good point.
Yeah, that's why I told you that he's heading the right way. So if you believe that jack of all the trades is a way to the mastery, right? Why can't you motivate? Why can't you encourage people out there to tell them that since you've got a basic knowledge,
Yeah,
which is a
yeah,
standard,
yeah,
the level
yeah,
of
yeah.
a jack of all the trades, please do better.
Mike,
Try to find a career and just to remain stuck on it
Mike,
and do better.
Mike, telling people to keep on and having a career, it's good, we understand. But we just want to start boy there, only being a jack of all trade, whether we don't have importance on
You
that.
mean you agree
But-
that it's good? You
But
understand the
yeah,
fact of
on the
having career?
step on the step of being a jack of a trade is good, and being a master is very good. That's why before I say when we say
I'm sorry. There is a word good
that's
and
what-
very
Yeah,
good.
that's why. That's why.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
but see, we don't say pure because if you when a jack of all trade is winning. You know, but
No, listen. Yeah. Okay.
Now, should I keep a secret?
No, listen.
How long did it last?
Listen, I want to tell you something. So, I want to conclude, I want to conclude, I want to finish my speech saying this. Man, jack of trade means a disqualified person. But who can try to do something?
Yes.
See, jack of trade, he thinks he can do, but he cannot do as it's supposed to be done. He has got a little knowledge about what he's doing. So I don't agree with somebody. Is this the problem why I cannot hire somebody who is a jack of a trade? Rather, I have to hire somebody who is a master of a trade.
Who's specialized?
He
in the
can
matter.
do it. He fully understands what he's doing.
You
A jack
know-
of trade, he knows little about what he's doing.
You know
That's
what is the
I
problem?
I can finish
The
that.
problem
That's
is
one side of
want-
you're staying.
that you're saying that's a case. When they bring a case, we're gonna bring a case too. You know, you bring that's your case that you bring.
No, man,
you
I'm
bring
done,
a case,
I'm done,
you want to hire someone, but we will bring a case that we can do anything that can happen. Whether they can call me doing
Yeah.
this, I can do that. This is a case
Yeah.
that we can bring. That's the only case. It's the
How
only
then,
case too.
how then can you compare with somebody
know,
who got experience than you,
So,
more than you?
you
The
know,
qualification.
nobody is giving comparison between those two cases.
That's what we do.
Now,
That's how we
only
do
we try to see what matters in the community. What is important in the community. This is what matters. This is what we just want to focus on.
On the second unit work then, so just we have to know exactly even being jack of all trades, then you can improve being jack of all trades. So you know,
To be who?
No,
By
no,
improving.
Yeah.
Where will you be
improving
going?
improving different
Where will
practices.
you be
be
going?
who?
What?
Where will
In
you
the
be
end-
going? To the
in
the mastery
No,
or
having many experience in different things,
Right?
right?
You don't have experience, man.
No, I'm saying
You have a
being-
little knowledge about that.
Okay, so we base on jack of all trades, knowing or having.
Not
a li-
knowing, not
Okay,
knowing, man.
let's
Listen
take-
to me. Not
okay,
knowing.
Let's
Having
take a little experience.
knowledge.
You said a little experience, right? But remember, the big comes from little, right? So
Yeah.
if we have a little now, but a many little, right? Then later, if you can improve all of them together, right? Or you can improve one by one, right? Make sure you'll be improving that jack of all trades.
you know, Mr.
That's why you know when you kill a kid, you can't have the people who are growing there. You know,
Yeah.
that's why if you didn't support jack of all trade, we can't have a master.
you
But
agree?
when you are a master, you are a master in one career. That's why
Yeah.
you said it before.
Yeah.
But instead of being a master of one craft, better know how to do a lot of jobs. You know.
And don't
That's why I
say
just
again
wanna
that
say
being jack of all trades is disqualification.
You know,
don't say
Mr.
that.
Golden, as my friend has already concluded his speech, I may conclude by saying that being the jack of all the trades, it's a basic standard that everybody will understand and everybody will agree with that. It's a basic standard. that everybody being
Okay,
on that.
like you, cause you start coming.
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a basic standard, and that everybody is entitled to be on that standard when he doesn't master something. Now you talked of a community in which we live in, my brother. Looking at the community of today, the world is evolving so faster. Today, people be calling up on experiences. Today, people be calling you names. Mr. Golden, as I'm talking to you, you are specialized in health sciences. You are a health scientist, right? No one will call you a health scientist if you say, or if you call yourself someone who's able to deal with health issues. No one will call you a health scientist if today we may find you in a picture video taking. No one will call you health scientist if you can't do better about health sciences. So what I'm saying here is no one has ever wished to stay at a basic standard. Everybody will always wish to go further. Much that we all agree that being a master or being jack of all the trades is a standard, it's a basic standard. We should always fight to go further, to be a master of one thing. Do better, serve the nation, do perfect, and bring about a perfect production. That's what I can say.
Okay, you know what? Yes, I want to conclude too, because
Yes.
time flies as well.
Yeah.
There's something that people don't understand. And jet marketing, jack of all trade have got a lot of chance, to have a job. You see there, because they can do a lot of things at the same time.
Those guys.
Yeah, of course.
Like this one?
Sometimes
end up getting jailed?
Yeah. No, you stay there. That's why, the problem is on the meaning of jack of all trade. The problem is that you don't understand the meaning of that. It doesn't mean that jack of all trade, this one is not.
No consequences.
No, it's
No
not that.
consequences.
No consequences. He can do, yes, of course he can do, but master is over.
Over
But
what?
the master
It's
can
about
do
perfection.
can you only in one career, but jack of all trade is for many things at the same time. You can be designer, you can be
What
photographer.
if we become a
you see at the
master
same
in
time.
designing?
Master in designing.
Yes.
Yeah, when I do master in designing, you master in
Is there a
designing.
problem?
That's what the reason why you say be master in one career. I'm focusing on what you have been talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying today.
There are a lot of careers.
So
there are a lot of people.
in short, too. So I can say that better be
Jack of all the
jack
trades
of all
than being a
trade
master.
than being a master of one career, referring to the
These guys are
moment
misguiding
or
the-
period that we are on,
The community.
on when we can see the
misguiding the
community that we have.
Okay.
Because a lot of people are doing their own business, whereas they have got their career that they have been fighting for. You see that?
Okay.
Yeah, in short, is that.
So now I'm just going to conclude, and then so I may say this. I'm just person on this. So let's take like a specialist in a medicine. For example, you said hematology, right? Then so when we take the person, so he can know about shooting video, right? And he can know about editing, right? He can know about different things that can help or can go strictly to the work that he's doing, right? So I can do it like this when I'm healing people, right? I can take a camera and then I put in good position, right? And then I can show people how I just train people. Then later, after taking the picture, then so just I put in my computer, then I start designing and be better so that I can post on YouTube or what, right? So that I can attract people just to come in what I'm doing, right? So this one shows exactly, though you know or you are specialist in these things, but it's required also to know something that will help you, that will go straightly to what you have. That's the reason why I'm saying that being jack of all trades, then it helps in life. So that's the reason I start in this point saying that it helped me. I saw exactly that it helped me. So though I have my qualification, I saw even being jack of all trades, that's what helps me most. So that's the reason why people who just have followed me, I can encourage them just to tell them that please,
It's okay.
yeah, it's okay.
They
being,
shouldn't bother
yeah,
going further.
yeah, it's okay. No, they can go further, but don't forget about knowing many things, right? Because
Wow. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, I believe you've been there listening, you've been there watching, so you have heard a lot from both sides, negative side and the positive side. When I'm talking about the negative side, this is the side that's been standing there for saying they don't support jack of trades. But when I'm saying the positive side, these guys have been, well, they've been supporting being the jack of trades, and they've been talking. But remember, I can conclude saying, be the voice. So they've been the voice. You too can be the voice. We're waiting for your comments to say which side you supporting. Are you supporting being a jack of trades? Are you supporting not being a jack of trade? Because when you are a jack of trade means you have this and that and this and that. But when you are not a jack of trade, it means you have only one thing that you depend on, that you are specialist on, that you are competent on. So welcome with your comments. Remember, every Wednesday, Be the Voice is on air. We love you. Ciao.